There's plenty of shows in Las Vegas tonight, but we've got the hottest ticket in town. So let's welcome the Ravens and the Raiders to the stage. Next on Monday Night Primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Las Vegas Raiders. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. On third down, Jackson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jayon Brown drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Fights through and now a crease. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Josh Jacobs, a guy that runs with a lot of power. 3rd in the NFL last year in yards after contact, and breaks off a nice run there. Running it with Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Carr going to throw. Got him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Carr now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
No tight end had more catches in 2020 than Darren Waller with 107. The 3rd most by a tight end in history. Maybe we should just take the label off and call him an outstanding receiver.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. And Charles, we take a peek there at the recent draft class, and it's definitely a year where they had a chance to greatly improve this team.
And you've got to take advantage when you have this type of an opportunity.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. The kick by Carlson is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Let's go. Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll get that to the rookie from Minnesota, Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
When they put the ball in J.K. Dobbins' chest and he carries it, he runs with a lot of determination and aggressiveness. Just one start last year as a rookie, but still managed 805 yards and 9 touchdowns. I think he's ready for a big year 2 leap. Now the lead runner for the Baltimore Ravens.
Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Play action. It's Jackson. Being chased out left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
First down, Baltimore.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
First and goal, Baltimore.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And this will be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. That's from 25 yards out. Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. That drive took him. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. First, there he goes, right side. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, 82 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Max Crosby able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Buying time to his left. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Shotgun now for Carr. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now, Carr again. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. To throw, it's Carr. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Carlson able to put this one through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we reach halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Carr. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
Let's go, baby.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. It's a first down and more for Dobbins. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, there to make the grab. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, Phillips. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
2nd down and 7. Ground with Jacobs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs. One where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he can easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Carr. And that's complete to Adams.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
At the Ravens' 46-yard line.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Carr to throw. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35.
And that pickup of the first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Oh, fighting up. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
To throw his Carr. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Tyus Bowser. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. That's going to be caught. Touchdown Raiders. Devontae Adams from 17 yards out. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10.